Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Slice of Shonen. I am your host, the Koro, and today we'll be reacting to Higurashi, When They Cry, episode 7. And real quick, before we get into anything, thank you all so much, everyone that went into the comment section of last episode and let me know that Higurashi, When They Cry is not going to be 12 episodes, but it's actually going to be 24 episodes. So we have plenty more mysteries and action in store for us. But anyways, in the last episode, for the first time, we finally gotten to see Shion and Mion in the same room together. And also, one thing that I feel like a lot of people didn't mention that I thought was really weird is the fact that Shion did not appear at all in the first timeline. It was just Mion, Satoko, Rika, and Rena, and KEIICHI. Those were the only, I guess, like, younger characters that we knew. And now, all of the sudden, Shion is a thing, which I think is really weird. But anyways, we got to see Mion and Shion, we got to see the differences in their personality. I even asked you guys which you prefer out of the two twins, and honestly it was a pretty 50-50 split. There were a lot of Mion fans, but there were also a lot of Shion fans. I'm personally a Mion fan, but right now both of them are kind of on the chopping block in my book, because both of them have been acting really suspicious last episode. So it all started when they were working at the festival, pretty much setting everything up, getting everything prepared for when the festival was to start, I believe the next day. And Mion was trying to get a jump on her sister and grab KEIICHI and try to take him somewhere they were gonna go, hang out, have a good time, and she was probably gonna try to make some moves on him, try to win him over. But eventually the photographer, his girlfriend, and Shion came into the picture, and they started to talk about, of course, the incident that happens every single year on the day of the festival, which is the fact that one person is killed and one person disappears. And as soon as they brought this up, Mion's expression on her face immediately shifted, and it seemed like she wanted no parts of that conversation at all, to the point where she even left KEIICHI, and she said like, yo, I'll meet up with you later, or come meet up with me after you're done talking with these guys. And then she gets the heck out of there, and they proceed to tell him about the incident. But one thing that I don't think we knew before that we do know now is the fact that the people that are being killed and that are disappearing were all involved in the construction incident, the construction of the dam. So that might give us another clue as to who might be behind this whole curse situation. I mean, we know it's that being or that god or that demon, whatever the heck it is. We know that it's them. I think his name is like Oyashiro-sama. We know that he's the one behind the curse, but we don't know like why he chooses to curse certain people, why he chose Rena specifically. We still gotta find all of that out. And so the festival day comes, Shion ends up grabbing KEIICHI and taking him into the woods, and they end up stumbling into this like tool shed, and there they see the photographer and his girlfriend trying to bust the door open and get inside. And this is when Shion starts looking really suspicious, because at first it's her and KEIICHI kind of spying on the photographer and his girl, but then they end up catching them, they talk for a bit, and then they start encouraging KEIICHI to go into the shed. All three of them, which is really weird. That really leads me to believe that maybe Shion lured KEIICHI there. Like, they all want him to find whatever the heck's in there. Maybe they already know, but they didn't seem worried at all. Even though it's supposed to be this sacred area with a bunch of like relics and stuff that also, thank you guys for pointing out to me, that only Rika's family is able to access because she's what is it, Furuda? Is that her last name? I don't remember exactly. But all three of them were strangely trying to get him to go into the tool shed, and that is exactly where the episode ended. They cliffhangered us, so hopefully we can see what the heck that's all about in this episode. If you guys are excited for the episode, make sure to leave a like. It helps me and my channel out so much more than you might think, so if you could take the time to do that real quick, I would very much appreciate it. And also consider subscribing to the channel for more weekly Higurashi reactions. But with that all out of the way, let's get right into this episode. Alright, so as a real quick disclaimer before we get into the episode, this reaction has been split up into two different reaction styles. This one that you're watching right now is going to be the kind of cut up highlight reaction style, where you'll be seeing nothing but the most shocking, interesting, funny, just like the big important moments of the episode, or just any important like comments that I make while reacting. Those will all be cut up and mashed into this reaction that you're watching right now. But if you would like to journey through this entire episode with me, make sure to head on over to the second channel, the Kumori Crow channel. Link will be in the description if you'd like to see the timer reaction so that you can sync it together and follow along. And then lastly, if you'd like to see the uncut picture-in-picture reaction, make sure to head on over to the Cloud Crowd Discord. The link to that will be in the description. All you have to do is join the Discord, go down to the questions room and ask, how can I see the full picture-in-picture? And then myself or a mod will come to help you and make sure that you stay notified whenever a full reaction drops. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy the reaction, and let's get right into the video. Here we are. What? So it's like somewhat of an altar? Oh, and they cut it right there, man. But, dude, I feel like the photographer, his girl, and Shion have to know what's in here. Even though only Rika's family was supposed to be allowed in there, they must have already knew what was in there. Because right there, KEIICHI was about to flick the lights on, and Shion is, like, yelling for him not to. Like, how would she know what he should or shouldn't do inside of here? Unless she knows what's already in there. But I wonder if that was like a statue where like maybe people go to worship Oyashiro-sama. I wonder. But then if only Rika's family is allowed in there, does that mean she worships Oyashiro-sama? I have no clue what's going on, dude. I have zero clue. But I don't trust any of the people with KEIICHI right now. So that leads me to trust Mion more than Shion in this situation. But I wonder why she freaked out, or why she was acting weird when they brought up the killings that's been happening. Dang, there's a whole bear trap in there? This is like a torture chamber. There you go. They probably bring people here. The people that disappear are probably getting dragged here and like sacrificed to him or something. That does not sound good at all. Giving demons humans forms? So they could be living among us at this very moment. Ooh. Okay. We're really getting into it right now. Watanagashi. That's the cotton, right? Mm-hmm. The cotton drifting festival. Yeah, but it also means entrails. Somebody pointed this out in the comment section last episode. That wata means cotton and guts. To a gruesome night. Jeez, and why is she smiling? They're for killing. I told you these weapons. They're not even tools anymore. They're freaking weapons. Ooh. What if this girl is trying to reveal the truth to KEIICHI? And Shion's kinda trying to keep him quiet. What the heck is that? Is that a coin slot? Oh, that's where you fit the head in. Okay. Yeah, even though she's acting really weird, we know that in the last timeline, the photographer potentially could have been a detective. So maybe both of them are. She wanted to take pictures for evidence, probably. I can't imagine what that river must have looked like if there were freaking organs drifting down the water. This is so suspicious, man. It sounds like she's trying to hide it. Are the most likely targets. Okay, you cannot joke about that stuff. Are you kidding me? We just literally heard about cannibals and people getting sacrificed. Rika. Oh, they're all here. Except Satoko. Oh my gosh. She must know. Ooh. Should we be honest? I mean, that's what Shion told us to do, but if we can't trust Shion, then why should we listen to her if she tells us not to tell anyone? Detective Delicious. Right on time. What? They come from a Yakuza family? They're even cooler now! Well, that explains why Mion walks around with a freaking Glock. Ooh, one question. What is it? Dude, why does everyone keep asking him that? Did they go missing again? Oh, he saw them! We can't hide it anymore, KEIICHI. But I was gonna say, last time when they disappeared and got killed, KEIICHI left them alone, and we saw Reina was not too far from them. And this time, we left them alone, and Shion wasn't too far away from them. Oh my god, it happened again! Oh, what? Is this what happened last time? Oh, man. I don't know if I can trust what she's saying, though. What if she's just fabricating all of this? The craziest thing, though, is the fact that even though Shion is super suspicious, the killer could be anyone, and maybe she is telling the truth. What? Oh! Oh my gosh! So this has to be the real Rika. The future, or the time-traveling Rika. She sounds scary. Wow, so this timeline's done for now. Oh my god! These kids are ruthless. Man. Oh my gosh, it's over already! I was not expecting that. Dude. Okay. Whew. So much happened right there. So much happened. That was so sick though. So I wonder. Okay. Wait. Oh, this is so weird though. Because this whole time, I thought that the time-traveling Rika was just kind of like watching from behind the scenes, while the Rika from that actual timeline was the one that we've been seeing this whole time. And so in the last timeline, when Rika was killed, I thought that that was the, like, that timeline's Rika, but not the time-traveling one. So right now I'm a bit confused, because the Rika we see here, that just kind of revealed her eyes and everything to KEIICHI, that is 100% the time-traveling one. But now I don't know if the time-traveling one and the Rika from that timeline are two separate people, or whenever Rika goes back in time, she, like, I don't know, transfers her soul or her mind into, or maybe her memories transfer to the Rika of that specific timeline. This is so confusing. Like, it sounds, I don't know, I feel like I sound dumb. Am I making any sense? Basically, my question is whether or not, I mean, don't answer it, don't spoil it, please, if you know the answer. But my question that I have in my head right now is, we know that Rika can transfer to different timelines, but is it like, say she's from timeline 1 and say she wants to go to timeline 2. If she goes there, does that mean that there is timeline 2's Rika and timeline 1's Rika? Both of them are in that same timeline. It's just like number 1 is hiding behind the scenes and watching everything go down? Or is it that Rika from timeline 1 transfers her memories into Rika from timeline 2 so that she's inside of Rika number 2's body and she's just like pretending to be normal, but now that this timeline's already doomed because KEIICHI screwed up, she just revealed herself and told KEIICHI right then and there, like, we're done for, why did you go there, you knew you shouldn't have gone somewhere that you weren't supposed to, especially on the night of the festival. That was, dude, honestly, that was so sick, because Rika has this like super like girly cutesy voice, but then as soon as KEIICHI told his story in that really corny manner, it's almost like he was insulting her intelligence in a sense. Basically, the way that KEIICHI told that story by using the 4 kittens as the main characters, that's something that only would have worked with a child. But we know that Rika, she's advanced, she's lived through multiple timelines, she knows how this goes down. She's probably like mentally way older than her physical body is since she can travel through time. So she was like, you dare insult my intelligence? Oh man, that was so cool. And she brought out her real voice. She sounded way older than she actually looked. We could see her glowing red eyes. That's when I knew, like, KEIICHI screwed up. But I like that she actually told him what was going on, because I feel like she knows that in this timeline, KEIICHI was pretty much the catalyst behind the like disappearing and the murder and everything. So this timeline's doomed, but she might begin to realize that KEIICHI's memories are carrying over somehow throughout these timelines that she's traveling to. So she may one day tell KEIICHI exactly what's going on, and they might work together in order to figure out what the heck is happening. But like I said earlier, we don't know if KEIICHI's the only one whose memories are carrying over. At least that's my theory. I think that he's able to remember some of the events from past timelines. But I don't know if he's the only one. Like, everyone's been acting weird. Maybe they all know. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe this Oyashiro-sama is able to transcend, like, through the different timelines that Rika's traveling to, and he's able to change the outcomes based on like different decisions that people makes. And that's probably why Rika is having to time travel so much, because she goes to a new timeline with a game plan and Oyashiro flips the script on her. Because if she knew exactly what was going to happen, she would have been able to stop it. But clearly some things that she didn't account for happened in this timeline, and that's why it's doomed. I don't know, I like to use these end discussions to kind of air out all of my thoughts, no matter how long they might be. So if you did stick around for this long, I appreciate the heck out of you, man. Thank you so much for actually listening to what the heck I have to say. And let me know if I made any sense or not. Let me know what you guys might think if you're new watchers, or even if you're like fans, or not fans, but if you've watched the original series, then let me know what you think about what's going on right now. Just do not spoil, please don't spoil, because this is kind of a new experience for all of us, but there are some things that you guys already know if you've seen the original. So let's try to keep that as a surprise for me and all of the new viewers that may be scrolling through the comments. But anyways, with that, I am going to end the episode here. Thank you all so much for checking out the video. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, comment your thoughts on the episode down below, and subscribe for more Slice Shonen content. But with that, I am going to head out, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good one.